One of my goals for 2023 was to listen to more music, but specifically listen to bands and artists I've never really listened to before or have really given the chance. And as a motivation for me to do so, we decided to turn it into content with the Justin Listens To series, where I sat in this spot for the past year and have listened to some of your favorite bands and artists, and you have recommended your favorite musicians to be a part of the series, and we've done over 50 episodes at this point, and the series will continue into next year, which I'm really looking forward to. But being that it's the final week of 2023, it's time to look back at everything we've done and see which ones were my personal favorite. What are my top 5 favorite episodes of Justin Listens To? So, let's do it. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. Welcome back to... Technically, this isn't Justin Listens To, but we're going to be going over my top personal favorite 5 episodes we've done this year. If you want to recommend any single artist for Justin Listens To, by all means, leave them down in the comment section below. And if you want to see all the artists we've done, there will be a playlist link in the description as well. And I want to know, what were your favorite episodes of Justin Listens To that we've done? Also leave them down in the comment section below. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content or liked any of the Justin Listens To, there will be a link to the channel's Ko-Fi link down in the description box below, where you can get more bonus entries into the Wheel of Choice, recommend your favorite artists, and have the increased chance to get them on an episode that Justin Listens To. Buy the boy a coffee, keep the boy sane. But anyway, here are my personal top 5 favorite episodes of Justin Listens To that we've done in 2023. Kicking us off at number 5, it is the Backseat Lovers. Man, okay, when I listened to them for the very first time, I was expecting just regular old indie rock stuff. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be fine, like I'm gonna dig it, but it's not gonna be up my alley that much. To where, oh boy, as soon as I listened to Kibble Girl, all over, I was immediately hooked on this band. The guitars in there were so impressive. It reminded me of just everything I love about modern guitar. It reminded me of like math rock in a weird way. And I was super enthralled in it. I loved the lyrics. I loved the vocals. I told my girlfriend that we listened to them on the channel and she was super excited. I'm like, I need them to come to Pittsburgh. I need to see them live. I need to learn how to play their song. I just remember this episode, just my jaw was dropped the entire time. Like, they are insane. I would gladly make a part 2 on this channel one of these days because, oh, they're so good. I've had to hold myself off from listening to more of their songs just in case we need to make a part 2, which I want to, but man, Backseat Lovers, I forget who recommended them, but thank you so much, because, insane. Coming in at number 4, it is One OK Rock. Now, admittedly with this band, I was kind of nervous to do on the channel because they were the first band from a non-English speaking country. They were from Japan, and one of my biases going into it was that I was afraid I wasn't going to understand any of the lyrics. I thought all of them were going to be in Japanese and I was going to need some sort of translation. Admittedly, that was one of my biases, and I was glad to be wrong to see that, okay, lyrics are in English. They do sing in English. Okay, cool. I can understand the lyrics. And immediately my face melted off. Like, the production was so good. And I just was another thing where I was like just super surprised, and I was in love with how great One OK Rock was. And a lot of people really enjoyed the episode, so much so that we made a part 2 where we listened to their songs live, and once again, face melted off, and I'm like, I need to learn their songs on guitar, which admittedly, over the past weekend, I was learning a little bit of their songs, specifically at the beginning, and oh, it's super fun to play. And I love it, and expect One OK Rock covers on the channel for next year, because I'm in love with this band now. It was so amazing. I'm excited to make a part 3 of this band, because again, people seem to want it, and I'm going to keep offering it because I'm super interested in it. And One OK Rock, chef's kiss, love it so much. Coming in at number 3, it is Cave Town. Now admittedly, this comes down to one song, why it stands out and why it's in the top 5 for me, and that is Juliet. My favorite episodes of Justin Listens To are the episodes where it's an artist who sings a song that I know and I just didn't know it was that artist. But more importantly, my favorite episodes are the ones where they have a song that has such an emotional impact on me and moves me to tears. And that's what this episode did. Like, it started out with me vibing and then immediately just crying so much. I literally had to stop this video and just go have a good cry for a bit, because Juliet made me just tear up so much. Now, a couple of other artists have done that on the series, like Mammalian sang Reflex made me cry, AJR has made me cry, Tyler Joseph and Tonight's made me cry. However, Cave Town is probably the one where I cried the most at, and it's just super good. Like, everything Cave Town does, everything we listen to on that one and also in the part 2 for by popular demand, so good. Cave Town is one of my favorite artists to listen to this year, because if anyone can make me cry, oh boy, they are immediately in high regard in my personal opinion. Coming in at number 2, it is Lovejoy. Now, I will always remember how this episode came about. I hopped onto the JLAndersonMusic Discord server, and people were talking about Lovejoy, and I've never heard of Lovejoy before, never heard of Wilbur Soap before, so I was like, should I just make this my Justin Listens To for tomorrow? Yeah, do it. So I made it, and the video did decently well, like a couple hundred views, and then it randomly blew up. Like, this video is now in the top 2 or top 3 videos we've ever done on the channel, and it has legitimately, this video has changed my life so much, and it's brought on so many cool things. Like, we've listened to the entirety of the Lovejoy discography. We've listened to so many artists that were inspired by Lovejoy or have been inspired by Lovejoy thanks to the community of people that have come to the channel. Like, it's insane on on what this video has done, and I love it so much. And now Lovejoy is in my top 10 bands of all time. I love listening to their music. You can expect some covers of them next year, especially when the channel hits 10,000 subs, where I'll do a full cover of a Lovejoy song. I do have one that's currently cooking in the oven, but this was the start of such an insane ride for us, and I am forever in debt to Lovejoy, much like I'm forever in debt to 21 Pilots, because it brought me a whole community of people, and I'm so shocked by this. And yeah, I absolutely love Lovejoy, but there is one band that stole my heart this year, more so than anyone else. But before we get into that one band, let's do some honorable mentions, shall we, of people who were very close making the cut, and or just some episodes that really stood out to me. Firstly, Dayseeker. Oh man, I'm a metal kid at heart, and Dayseeker I absolutely love, and Lovely has been recommending Dayseeker so much, and my jaw absolutely dropped at this episode. And on the same metal route, Loathe. Loathe is so good, and I absolutely love this episode. And recently, Lovely has been getting into Loathe, so this episode was perfect. Good Kid. Once again, band that was recommended by the entire Lovejoy community. The Good Kid's so good. The guitars in there are insane. Like, such great guitar Telecaster tones, bass tones. I love it. Good Kid is amazing. Jack Stauber. I love the wacky world of my fellow Pittsburgh native Jack. We've listened to Opal, we've watched Shop, and we're going to do some more Jack Stauber next month in January, and we're going to be eventually listening to his micropop stuff. The Jack Stauber journey is not done, and this episode, I love the rabbit hole that we've gone down. James Marriott, also another great artist we listened to this year. Listen to almost every single one of his songs. We'll finish that off next year, and we'll do a tier list of James Marriott songs. But James was one of my favorite artists I've listened to this year. However, James made me cry once with his new album, but we'll talk about that album in another video sometime this week. And the final honorable mention, Wilbur Soot. Why is Wilbur an honorable mention? Because I feel like if we put Wilbur and Lovejoy in there, Wilbur will be hogging up 2 spaces, and I like limiting my things 1 person per artist, even though technically it's 2. And Wilbur did make me cry a whole bunch, but Wilbur didn't make me cry as much as number 1. And the number 1 artist, Sleep Token. Oh my gosh, the rabbit hole this band has sent me down. I remember listening to them for the first time, my jaw dropping at the chorus to the summoning and Vessel going up to that falsetto. Knowing how Vessel looked with that mask and the body paint, I was super, super shocked. Lovely was super happy for me listening to Sleep Token. She's like, you have to listen to more. And where I spent a whole week listening to Sleep Token, these songs, and slowly expanding it to some of the other singles that came out, like Do You Wish That You Loved Me, Vor, and other songs. And then Take Me Back to Eden came out, and I remember I was doing a musical at the time where I was driving 30 minutes away and like coming home like super late at night, and then Take Me Back to Eden came out during one of those shows, and just crying from going there and coming back, because that album was so good. And that band has become a weird obsession, has went into, dare I say, my top 3 bands and artists of all time. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I've cried to Sleep Token. I cannot tell you how many times I've blasted Sleep Token at work. In the car, I've done several, I think 2 covers on the channel, A Chokehold and Take Me Back to Eden, and I'm going to do more covers next year of Sleep Token, and Lovely and I are going to see Sleep Token at Red Rocks next year. Genuinely, this band has had a chokehold on me and Lovely, no, all the pun intended, actually, and little did I know this episode Justin listens to was going to change my life privately rather than publicly on the channel like Lovejoy did, where Sleep Token just became that band I listened to in private, and I am forever indebted to, because words can't describe on how much I love and how much Sleep Token mean to me. But yeah, that was my top 5 Justin listens to of 2023. Like I said, I would love to know your favorite episodes we've done this year, and if you want to recommend any artists for 2024 and or donate to the channel's Ko-Fi, make sure your favorite artists will listen to in 2024, down in the description box below, and or recommend your artist down in the comment section below. But I'll see you all next week, where we kick off Justin listens to 2024. We're going to be listening to a band I've been looking forward to since day 1 of this, Goose. Yes, the band's called Goose, and they're a jam band, much like one of my other favorite bands that are in the top 3, Fish. I'm super, super excited for that, but I'll see you all next week. Goodbye, and good night. More importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you all tomorrow with my top, Thursday? My top 5 songs of 2023. See you all then.